year, more and more women battle with postpartum depression after childbirth. The last thing they think of is throwing a post party to celebrate, but our next guest did just that. Please welcome this week's 4-star Chicagoan, Danielle Patterson. Hi, Danielle.
Hi, Danielle.
Thank you for having me.
We're so glad. This is something that a lot of people don't talk about, or maybe we should talk about more, and you've decided to make a post party. What is that, and how did you come up with this idea?
So a post party is pretty much the, shorter term of postpartum party, but I wanted it to stand out, and for social media, nobody likes to type in long words.
Right.
So that's how I came up with that. I'm actually going through postpartum still. And I just wanted to use this time to find other moms in the community that's going through the same thing.
Right. Now, how old is your baby?
She's 9 months.
She's 9 months.
Mm-hmm. And tell us what are some of the congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And obviously there's a lot of joy with that, but tell us about the postpartum and exactly what those feelings are like, what women are experiencing.
So you go through a lot of hormonal changes. In addition to that, it's a lot of mental changes. It's pretty much a shock to you, to your body, to your emotions, and everything. So from the weight gain to becoming a new mom, a first-time mom, you have fear, anxiety that maybe I'm not, cut out for this, if I'm going to be a good mom. And then living in Chicago itself, you go through a lot of trauma because of the violence. So living on the south side of Chicago like I do, that's one of my fears, bringing a child into the world.
How have you found that the post parties have helped? And how long have you been doing? Because it's a relatively new concept.
Yes. When I was, starting it, I was seeing, little parties here and there, people doing it, but it wasn't as big as I wanted it to be. I like to be fun and creative when I do different things, but postpartum parties is something that a lot of people, friends do for their other friends, and different things like that. It's nothing that's like, huge. So when this happened, I was like, wait a minute, I wasn't expecting, the outpour of support and everything with doing the postpartum parties.
Right, and you have themes that go with it. Tell us about that.
So the first party was June 30th, and it was at a space on the west side. One of the things that I really wanted to do was localize it, where it's on the south and west sides, because a lot of times we don't have the same resources as someone would on the north side, and we would have to drive there, and that's a lot. So I really wanted to do it in the communities of color, where we don't talk a lot about mental illness, especially postpartum. So each theme that I'm doing now is going to be like postparty, TEA, and in a smaller setting where it's like 10 to 15 moms coming together, getting to know each other and talking about different issues. The next one is on Saturday, and we're going to be talking about health and wellness and how you can use essential oils for after-birth body care.
Right.
And the next one I'll be focusing on breastfeeding versus formula, teen moms in postpartum, and that's another big issue with me. A lot of teen moms don't get the same support.
Right.
They have a kid and then they go back to school 3 weeks later. So I want teen moms to be a part of this, and they can get in for free.
Yeah, I was going to say, how are you financed, and how can people that are watching join these parties?
Right now, I'm not financed. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I worked in gun violence, and I was let go. So I used that opportunity for, from God to say, hey, I'm giving you this platform. Do what you need to do.
Wow, you have turned something negative into something positive for others. Do you find that doing these parties has helped you? Because you said you're still going through, but do you feel like you're coming out because of these parties?
Right. It's a saying that's called misery becomes your ministry. And that's pretty much what has happened. And it was so important to me to do this because I wanted to get out of my own head. I wanted to get out the house and stop, feeling down about it, and, just get to know other moms who maybe, so that I can talk to them and say, hey, I'm going through this, because, a lot of times you can't really talk to everybody about it.
Well, you don't want to talk to them. Yeah, because you always feel like when you're going through something that you're the only one. It's not until you start talking about it out loud that you realize, hey, I'm not the only one who's dealing with this, that, or the other. So I think it's really good what you're doing.
Yeah,
and that little baby, can I hold that baby? Put that baby over. Bring little Naomi over here.
That's my husband, Dave.
Hi, Dave, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Naomi. Hi, Naomi.
Misery.
Hey, little mama.
Misery becomes your ministry. I like that. For more on Danielle, you are so adorable. Hi.
Is she side-eyeing you?
You're so adorable.
Say hello.
Hi.
Look at her little dress. Oh my
For
God.
more on Danielle and her post parties, visit our website, wendycitylive.com. Amazing work what you're doing.
Thank you.
She is adorable.
Thank you.
All right, as always, if you know someone who should be our next 4-star Chicagoan, send us an email to WCL@wendycitylive.com.